Welcome to another John Long Silver Rails. Recently we did a video showing one of the most least expensive Lionel locomotives, and that was this one. As you can see, I did get the bell for it that it was missing. And then I acquired this one somewhere along the line, 8625. I took the top off and there was a DC can motor in there, and I saw no evidence of a bridge rectifier. I looked it up in my book here. Excellent condition is $15. I converted it so to run on AC using a bridge rectifier like this. And lo and behold, it doesn't pull good. It has a traction tire here, but if I hook it up to this train layout, the set here, which is not very heavy, just spins the wheel. And speaking of inexpensive, somewhere along the line, this came along. 8803. And yeah, it's in the book here. 1978, $15. The 8625 was 1986 to 1990. And it's also $15. Why this is worth $15, I can't tell you. It has a dummy headlight, plastic drive wheels, a can motor. This is a center rail pickup. Because it has plastic drive wheels, it has outer rail pickups here and here. It's probably just DC, but I don't know that because I haven't taken it apart. So, I don't know. They're both worth 15. So what's the humblest of them all? If these locomotives were fish in a fish tank, these two would be the bottom feeders, and maybe this one, but this one does pull good. Now the purpose of this video is I want to talk about these really nice looking, super lightweight, late model, relatively late model cabooses. This one is, I say late model, it says built 173, I could look it up, but it's all plastic, hardly has any weight to it at all. And I've always wondered if you can do anything with these things. So I got an old beat up caboose. It's not this one, but this is an example. And I carefully removed the steps off of each end. And down there where I can't get my hands on it, I'll have to move it so I can show you. I have taken one of these super lightweight cabooses like this one, and yeah, I'm getting confused here, everything's out of place. Took it all apart. This was the bottom for it. These were the handrails, they're still intact, that came off of it. I took the base of an illuminated Lionel post-war era caboose with toolboxes underneath, or whatever they are, metal trucks. These steps here, like I said, were cut off of one of these. Here you see them at the other end. I painted them black. And with a little tweaking inside the cupola, I was able to get the plastic windows to go in. Somebody on the caboose I used had put a little men in it. There's one on either side. They're HO scale, it looks like. But it works. So that's something you can do if you want to. So now I have a very nice looking, I think, usable illuminated caboose. Such as this, converted to over using the old school parts. Now, stay on the track, why don't you? Now, since we fixed this, finally got the bell on it, we might as well show it pulling that caboose. we'll set aside this post-war Lionel tender, pre-war Lionel tender that I used with this over here. You've seen that before on my channel. And we're going to use this. You can hear that sound. That's this. It spins. This is a very lightweight caboose tender, of course, but it will work with this train set. This has a headlight, but no smoke unit. This one also has a headlight, but the headlights burn out, and I decided to not mess with it. I think we're all on a track. So now I have all these parts left over to figure out what to do with in some future project. So now I know that if I have one of these very inexpensive lightweight plastic cabooses and a donor caboose with a good illuminated base and all that stuff, I can do the conversion. And I even put the ladder on from the old caboose. So if you look here in the back, you'll see there's the ladder that came off the donor caboose. The old parts, of course, had brake wheels and ladder. Now here's a funny thing. On these cheap cabooses, the brake wheel's on the inside, which is where I think it's supposed to be. But on the donor caboose, it hung on the outside. Now, how's a brakeman going to safely crank that wheel? Maybe somebody knows more about that than I do and can explain it in the comments. Is that a mistake Lionel made? I doubt it was a railroad practice, but maybe it was. Also, I could use some help on this thing here. Does anybody know if this is strictly DC? It has a switch up above. That may be a polarity switch. It runs just on DC. I'm going to have to take it apart to see, and then I'll know. But if you know, please say so in the comments. Thank you.